Well, good morning. This is my first attempt at recording how I construct one of these 49 and Market foundation 2-inch portrait books. And I happen to be pulling the white one this morning. I just wanted to show you what one looks like when you open it up. I love these. I've made many of them. And when you open it up, this one has 3 flaps. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to show you one that I've been traveling with me that has been manhandled. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of come apart. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I can adhere these right back down, carry on, and use this one. 1, 2, 3. Just saying, you can already put these back together. But when you look at these, they should be adhered here, here, and here. Right here on those hinges. I'm going to throw this over here in the trash. Now, if you've got 3 hinges, which you do on this one, I like there to be a little bit of versatility in these and that they're not just flaps. So what I like to do is fold one back. So I just take this and put it back against the edge and fold it. And I grab my nearest bone folder. You could have put it in a scoreboard. This just happens to be what's laying on my table. And I'm going to fold it. So this right here is my first page, and my first page is going to be folded. How about that? There you go. My first page is folded. So when you open up your book, your first page already has a flip out. Now my second page here, I'm going to look at how wide this page is. Need to find my T-square. This is my T-square to see how it's 8 1/4. So I want it to be, I want each of these to be 4 1/8. For those of you that don't use a ruler, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want the first one. Now, where might my pencil be? No pencil up there in my thing, so I slide this down right here where I can see, and I'm going to eyeball it because it's quite all right. See, this is my flap. So I'm putting it right here, and I'm eyeballing where that 4 1/8 is. It's right there near that little mark. And if it's wrong, it is not the end of the world. So I made a little niche. Hopefully these are 4 1/8. Now I'm going to put my T-square back on here. You see there? And I'm going to put me, if I had my pencil, which was laying out here, you can see that. I can see my line. I'm going to cut this all the way across where I can. There we go. Now look, one can go back and one can go in the front, just like that. Now, when I open up my flap, my first flap has a flap out. My second flap has a flap there. Ooh, and a flap there. Now my next flap is just a flap, an ordinary flap. Now I've got the back of the book. What am I going to use on the back of the book? I'm going to pull in a foundation page pieces B, which is white, matches my album. And I think I'm going to use one of these pockets. So these are made to fit these albums. There's different albums that 49 and Market has. These happen to be the ones that match this. There's one that you could use. There's another one of those. There's an extra one with a flip. I'm not going to use it yet. Ooh, there's hinges. There's hinges. I've taught classes on how to put these books together. There's that pocket. I like this pocket, so I think I'm going to use it. Let me show you what else is in here. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? I like that, but I'm going to save it till later. So what I'm going to put on this back page is I'm going to, oops. Oh, it's got gussets. Look at there. Let's slide this out of the way. And we're going to, these are pre-folded, which just makes it nice. You don't have to put them on a scoring board. Let's put those in there with our score. Unfold them. Unfold them on that fourth. Unfold it. Pull in that next one. Just like that. I do it with my fingers first. There. Then I'm going to pull it in to the next one and fold it. This is your gusset. So this makes a gusset that's going to fit up over this pocket like that. Very nice. Very nice the way they design these. Now your pocket also has a gusset. So I finger folded it first. Then I fold it again on that gusset. Then I lay this down and I fold it out and I fold it. There is your pocket. Now, if you put your adhesive, oh, we got a gusset here too. We got to do all those gussets, y'all, so it folds nice and flat, just like that. And fold it like that. Now, perfect. Fold this in and fold this in. The gusset you see there, see the gusset? And I'll lay it down like that. It's to the inside of these gussets here. I'm going to pull this back out and I'm going to lay this down because I want to make sure it's nice and scored. I'm going to grab my score tape. So over here on my side, I've got my score tape. And I'm going to put my score tape right down on the side of this, like this, just like that. I'm going to grab another little piece, and I'm going to put it right down on my, there we go. Now I'm going to pick that up. I need my little poker tool, don't I? Might have to go get my poker tool so that I can pick these up because my fingernails are too thick. There we go. I do have pins laying here. I'm going to trim that off just a tad. There. Grab it with my fingernail. Pull it off. See if I can grab a pin right here because my fingernails won't pick that up. And I'll grab that in there and lift if I can get it to separate. There we go. Now, I need a little bit extra on this end. Oh, I'll just grab it and put it on there. Make sure I get enough and lift it and cut that off. And I'll leave it sitting on my tape dispenser so I can use it in a minute. Use my pen to lift that cover off. There we go. Now, there we go. And I did that wrong. Not a problem. You know why? I've still got my covers. Put that just like that, right back over that. You see what I did? I covered my gusset, and I wasn't supposed to cover my gusset. Y'all ever do things that are just totally crazy? And I should start over, but I'm not going to start over because I want to show you that when you make mistakes, you can fix them. There we go. Fix that. I just laid me another piece right up over the top of it. Your gusset isn't glued. It's your flap right here that's glued. So I need a little bigger piece that I used in that one, and I'm using score tape. You can use your red line if you're more comfortable with red line. I just recommend score tape. For me, it's the best you can buy, but it's my preference. Might not be your preference. I'm going to take that leftover, put it over there because it's the right shape. Pull me another piece in here and put it right up against there. The basics of what I'm showing you are not perfection. They're showing you how to construct this book. There we go. Now, there's my pen. Lift, pull it off, and lift, and pull it off. Lay those aside. Y'all, I do have a trash can down here on the floor. And so I don't have to throw all this stuff on the floor now. Laying everything aside, you see, I'm going to point to where my things are. Here's my gusset beginning and a gusset beginning. So when I fold this in, I need to make sure that it's going to the inside of that gusset, not on that gusset line, or my book will not fold. Now, there we go. Now I need to put something down in there to make sure that that tape catches on the back side. Put that in there like that. Put that in there like that. And it caught. And I've already covered this outside, so nothing sticky sticking there. And there we go. Now I can take this and fold it, put my pen out of the way. Now I want to tell you, when you fold these like this, they're not going to come all the way to the edge here. You will have a little bit of an edge showing. I have a lot of people who are OCD and they say, well, that's not straight because it doesn't come all the way to the edge. It will not come all the way to the edge. Look how perfect that gusset is. And look how perfect this gusset is up here. No matter how hard you try, you will not be able to get that to be flush right there. Now, when you want to put this down, you're going to put it down. Make sure that you can lift this like this. So you want to come as far to the edge as you can without going all the way over, and kind of give it a tug to make sure it's going to fit. When you know you've got that placed right, lay your book over, and you can either put your adhesive here, or you can pull this in and put your adhesive here. I would like to put my adhesive here because this is more stable. And I'm starting with a very big piece right here to the inside. Pull it in. And I'll pull this one in over here. You notice my crease is right here. I will not overlap these. If you overlap them, you won't be able to get them up. Here. And putting them in here. Now, I've got a little piece right here I need to put something on. Like here. Lift this up. Give myself a little cut. Lay this right down there. Now, where's that pen at? My pen is right here. And I'm going to lift this piece right here all the way up, laying it with my other pieces over there instead of on the floor like I normally do. And I'm hoping that y'all can see me. I'm not able to see you because I am recording this for YouTube. I promised individuals who have bought this book that I would do this. And there we go. Now, I hope you can see the glistening all the way around the edge. I'm going to pull in a couple of pieces down through the middle like this. Rub them real good. This is just to give it a little more stability. I'm going to pull this up You're going, well, what's the art glitter glue for? I'm going to show you. There we go. Now, pull my art glitter glue in here. Get my bottles. I always put my art glitter glue in a different bottle than the one it's distributed out of, because I like to be able to keep my bottle nozzles clean. You can't see that's not coming out. Let me put that one back over here on the other side of the table. Okay, let's see if this one will come out. Should have tested all this. What I'm doing is putting my art glitter glue over my score tape. What does that do? It makes it repo for a little bit, just a little bit. Also makes it stronger. I'm getting all the way around the edges, and for your information, if it seeps out, wipe it up with a little bit of a rag. It dries clear. I'm gonna put this down all the way from edge to edge, here to here. Grab me a pen. See if I can eyeball that and put it back in. Now, I'm gonna put this down. My crease is on this line here. I'm gonna push it to that inside just a tad so that I can line my book up with that. I'm gonna put it, make sure, I have to make sure my pocket's at the bottom, and it is. I'm gonna line it up here, and you can see I can zhuzh it to the edge a little bit. It's not stuck yet because I haven't opened it up, and I can zhuzh it up a little bit. You see there? You still have the ability to move it a little bit. Now, what have I done? I've done it the wrong way. But guess what? Not a big deal. I've got a book that flaps out. You see what I did? It's quite all right. Pulling this in like this and like that. Now, you're saying, gosh, you're making a lot of mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, y'all. This book opens up with flaps. There's 3 flaps. And then this opens up with a flap out, just like that. Just because I did it wrong, didn't hurt it, makes you a different kind of book that flaps all the way out. And you're thinking, well, that's not real stable. It is stable, but when you close it, the book is nice and firm. Now you've got all this space right here, that you've got these pieces that you could put here. So that's a flap that could go right there. But in order to make it a flap, let's make it a pocket first. Let's close the pockets. There are no gussets, so let's just close the pockets. Some people cover these first. I'm not going to cover it. I will cover in my second video. I'm planning on covering it with Coastal Memories from Mente. Now that goes just like that. Now what I'm going to do is bring in 2 little pieces like this. And I'll cut that before I put it down. I'll lift it and I'll trim it. Lift it and I'll trim it. Got it on my scissors, but my scissors are Teflon coated from Tim Holtz, and I love them. They come in left-handed and right-handed. I'm putting it on this side too, cutting 2 pieces. All right, like this, and I put it to the inside first, and you know why? So it's easy to cut off those pieces that are on the outside, like this. Cut that one perfect. All right, now here's my pen. Grab that pen and lift. And when I lift that one, I'm gonna go ahead and close it because it's sticky. I'm going ahead and close these because they're sticky. Close them. sticky, sticky. Lift it. Pull those tight and sticky all the way in. Now, bring my book back in. You have decisions you can make. You can put it in here like this, and it closes. It has a gusset. It does have a gusset. Just now noticed it. One side was longer than the other. So what I'm doing is folding it on the gusset, finding my foam folder, like that. Now, I think the gusset might do better if it's against the edge here and opens this way. You can also do it this way and have it open to the outside. Totally your discretion whether you want it to open to the right or to the left. Now, if you close this book, you'll notice the back is pretty full. You got room there to add something. You got room there to add something. But I think I'll add it to the front. Let's open that. And I think I want it to open this way. You can also add your hinge like this. Now, I hope you can see me. Again, I don't have my laptop hooked up, flying by the seat of my pants. You can put your hinge right here and open it this way and have an extra page. I'm going to do that. So knowing that this is the way it's going to open, I'm going to add the hinge here, right like this. So they both open the same way. I'm going to bring in my adhesive strip, and I'm going to put it down one side, and you're thinking, oh, you sure that's the right side? Well, you know what? If it's not the right side, I can turn it inside out and make it be the right side. Okay, flip it. Just like that, opening that way, it is the right side. Grab this. I'm going to push that up, make sure I can see you and you can see me. Is it going to stick out above and below? It might, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to stick it down right there, but I'm on the gusset. Giving it a little space. There we go. Hope nobody walks in here while I'm recording. There we go. Now we're ready to put this on the book. See, there's the gusset. The gusset's got to go down there, so I need to put the adhesive right here, or the tape right there. Make sure I get enough tape to go from top to bottom, maybe a little bit sticking out, but that's quite all right because I get to trim it off. Trim it and trim it. Squeeze it nice and tight. See if I can get my fingers up under it without my, yes, I could. How about that? Now, knowing that I need to be against the edge in order to work that crease, I'm going to hold it in my hands and eyeball it from the edge, top and bottom. There it is. Now, lift it and press this down. Look at there. Look how easy that was. This is your pocket. Now you're going to cover this. You got a page there. You got a flip out page here. You got a place to scrapbook a page here, a flip here, or you could have them both flip here. You've got a flip out here. You can open that, flip this out. Look at that. I love it. I made a mistake, but I like the way that extends your book. Now you got this whole page. You can always put this here and have a page that opens here. But if I put that in there, is this going to be too much? Maybe not. Maybe not. We could always add it here on that flip out page or here on this page. We can always add it right here and have it double flip out pages here. That's pretty cool. You can always add a page right here and have extra flip out pages here. Got a lot going on in this book. You see what we've got going on already? Nice, 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 nice. Now we've got another complete page that we could put here, or we can leave it for another book. And what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure how much ephemera and things I'm going to add to these pages, I'm going to leave those until I see how much decorations I'm going to add to these pages. And I can always come back once I start adding my collection and see if I've got enough room for these extra pages. And I want to show you the paper that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Coastal Memories. It's a 6x8 pad from Mente. I'm going to use the die cuts that go with it. You see how many die cuts they are, and they will be popped up. I'm going to use Lagoon. I'm going to use Lagoon as my solid papers in there for matting my pictures. And I'm going to also use some Craft. Craft's going to be my solid. Lagoon, Craft, die cuts, the 6x8. These are the items that I'm going to use. There's also available in this collection the paper elements, which are envelopes and tags. I may decide to pull those in. In the meantime, come back for the next video where I start assembling and decorating the album. Thanks for joining me here. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. Bye, y'all.